Hey, this is Luigi Fresh bringing it to you on a Thursday. Hope everybody's doing well. What we're going to be talking about, as I mentioned in my Thursday segment, we're going to be talking about what you want this week and next week. This week, we're going to be focusing on your freshwater fish. What do you want? And next week, we're going to do a little Canva thing. I'm not sure what it's going to look like yet, but we're going to be talking about what you want in a college. I'm going to throw some ideas at you. I think that's really important. I was inspired by my late great fish, Peter Pleco, and that was I did mention it in my video. That was my initial social media name, Peter Pleco, and so that's what inspired me. So this is what this week and next week are all about. What do you want in your college and in your freshwater fish? As you know, I really like to be authentic. And again, this is my home office. And the reason what do you want is the theme. What I have going on here in this little 10-gallon tank, I'm not getting up just yet. And I've talked about this tank concerning Bowser, the musk turtle. There he is. Is what I wanted was a small turtle. Again, what do I want? Because I had this stand and I had this tank that was actually from my school that I help out in, and I knew that I was gonna donate this tank to the ESC high school, the special ed high school. But since the pandemic and now that I'm not really there, it has become my fish tank. But again, I knew I wasn't going to get a bigger tank, and I knew that's how it was going to stay. So what did I want? I wanted a small turtle. And there he is. I've had him at least now what's going on 3 years. As you see him here, he's not a big turtle. He's not going to get too much bigger, if bigger at all. And that's what I wanted. And going back to what I want down here, again, being very authentic, I have to get up on this one. Is I had a space here, as you see, I have some stuff here for the turtle and blah, blah, blah. But I had a space here and I had this bowl. And again, you remember Johnny Boy. As soon as I get Johnny Boy moving there. Johnny Boy is my crown tail beta. And again, what I wanted something for this space. And so I got it. And so again, he's been here probably about at least 2 years. And so he's getting old, poor guy. And again, I got fake plants because I don't have much light, as you see, coming in here. So that's what I got. And so that's what I wanted. I wanted a fish that would fit in that space. And that's what I got. Moved outside, and by my plant here, the bird of paradise. I wanted a fish tank, right? That just kind of was. It's sort of like I don't know. But I wanted a red theme. I wanted something, because I kind of like the Chinese New Year thing, the Chinese red theme going on, and the good luck for the red, and I kind of liked it. So that's kind of what I wanted, and so that's what I got. And so I wanted. You've seen this tank before, but I just want to show you that's what I want. So that's the theme. And again, here's the theme right here. There's the cherry red barbs. You see them red there? You see how red they are? You've seen this tank before. And let me see if I could spot it, because it is kind of warm right now and the sun is kind of beaming down. Let me see if I can show you the red cherry shrimp. I think there's one right there. And now they're breeding, so that's why I'm pretty excited about it. You probably spot it more than I can. But there's one down there. One down there, you see him right there. Oh, there's one right here. And so, that's what I wanted. I wanted a red theme. It is August 11th, 2022. The sun in South Florida, as you can probably spot it over there, is beaming. So I got my sunglasses on, and the dog stopped barking, which is amazing, next door. But I wanted to show this vantage point because I wanted to show you what I wanted, and what you want sometimes you have to modify, because I did not want my bird. Hey, I got something for what I want. I did not want the birds, also the hawks and the whatever. There's tons of birds around here, tons. Oh, see any birds? No, not yet, of course not. But let me show you why I put this plant here, why I'm standing here, because it's what I want. I don't want the birds eating my my plants. I mean, my fish. I really can't see it too well with the glare on my face, but I'm sure you can see a big old plant there. The reason that is there is because I do not want the birds to eat the fish. So they see that plant and they will not bother the fish. And that is what I wanted. I'm sitting down for this one. This is a little mini pond that I've created. Again, I am going to talk about these plants, talk about these floating plants. But there's a gentleman, he's actually a kid in my opinion. He can't be more than 20 years old. RYO, he's from Japan. He talks about these guys from YouTube, and I'll try to write his name down on the video. He has these Japanese rice fish, and he is from Japan. He lives in Japan, and he has them in these ceramic bowls like this. And so I was like, that's really cool. So that's what I wanted. And so I got this, actually I think from Home Goods or Target. And you'll see in here, you see these little fish. Those are Japanese rice fish that I got from Aquahuna. I'll write it on the description below. And they are super, super cool. You don't get them anywhere here. They actually import them. And they go from Japan down up to Washington State and then to me. And so these are cold water fish. And so they will not need a heater when it gets a little chilly here. Like every once in a while it goes down to into the 40s, and I won't have to worry about them needing a heater because they are cold water fish. And I will talk about them. We'll definitely do at least one video on them. Now that I've stand it up here. I stood up. There we go, I'll be all right. This is my 75-gallon tank. And now the reason this one's important, why I wanted this was because, as you may recall, my archives right here and right here, I'm kind of showing you, if you look back on my archives, they were right here and right here. 220 longs housed these 3 turtles for years, and I felt so bad. And eventually what I would want is to get a pond right there. We'll work on that. But for now, I upgraded to a 75-gallon tank, and that's the real reason I did get these 75-gallon tanks, were for these guys. It's what I wanted. I wanted, as I scare the heck out of them. It's what I really wanted for these guys. That they needed more space. They needed more space to run around and move around, and I'm so glad I got it because they're really enjoying this tank. So that is what I wanted, and so that is what you need to know when you're thinking about what you want to get for your fish. What are you looking for? What are your hopes? What are your expectations? Now I'm going to move this particular plant. Again, this is a close-up of the plant for the 75-gallon because I have it open here, and if I don't have this plant here, forget about it. The birds out here are going to devour these fish for lunch, for sure. Now that I moved it, there's a good shot of a pleco. So you got 4 of these. See, they kind of swim like a shark. Look at that. I couldn't have planned that any better. You see how he kind of swims like a shark? They are pretty big. They will get a little bit bigger too. A lot of bit bigger. Hoping not. This is a bushy nosed or a bristle nosed pleco, and that's what you see. There's one right there. There's a couple over here, but it's what I really love. It's my favorite fish in all this craziness. I told you my little tetras and my rose-line sharks and my little danios and cardinal tetras. It really is. But you see, it's not the prettiest in terms of plants. The fish are phenomenal, but the plants. This is Brazilian seaweed. It's also known as anacris. You see over here. I also have something called a Rotala indica that I just that somebody was going to throw it away in pet supermarket. I'm like, no, I'll take it. And I just threw it in there. You see, it's not, that's the only different plant in there. You see, it's not really, nothing really spectacular. And there's beautiful aquatic plants, which I will eventually talk about. You see, they're starting to school because they see me. Even though the tank is not beautiful in terms of plants, it's what I wanted. I wanted a fish tank that highlighted those plecos. And again, as you saw on my social media on Thursday, that Peter pleco was my favorite fish. This is my tribute to Peter pleco. I love those plecos, and again, there's 4 of them. It's hard to kind of spot them again because of the dark substrate. I'm sure you could see them a little bit better up here. I'm sure there's one down here. Let me see if I go around here. There might be one hanging out here. Maybe yes, maybe no. Yeah, I don't know where they hang. Oh, there's a smaller one down there. But I have a bunch of them. And so it's what I want. It's what I chose. And so that is what I'm leaving you with. Make sure that you get what you want. Because ultimately, I know people are crazy. And I include myself in that. People say, oh, no, you should do this. Oh, no, you should do that. Oh, in terms of college, in terms of fish, in terms of life, you should be doing this. You should be doing that. Go with what you like, what you want. What's going, look, here's my hand. What is important to you? Just as I showed you my 6 different fish tanks, the little bowl and the mini pond and the turtles and all. I have 6 different tanks, but they're all because of what I want, how I want it. And again, when my wife, like inside the house, she's my wife, and she has her designs and way of doing things, and we compromise. Okay, this is this. She does her thing, and I do my thing. It's what you want, and that's my theme, and that's what I'm leaving you with. Do what you want, what makes you happy. Again, taking care of yourself, taking care of others, looking out for others, but make it aesthetically pleasing for you. This is the Weedy Fresh.